Hey everybody, Chris Steele here at Chris Steele Fragrances. Tonight I have 7 fragrances for a fall date night. Now, if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you and welcome once again. Help me help you make the world a better smelling place. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do. All right, we're going to get right into the list, right? So, starting out strong. What we got here? Let's start with this one. So, this fragrance right here reminds me of the fall. Everything about it, even the color of the box, this box here, you see that color? Reminds you of the leaves, reminds you of the grass, the time of the year. And that is Nashit from the House of Lattafa. And Nashit is a clone of Nishane Annie. This fragrance I had to let sit for a little while because I wasn't really getting the kind of performance I wanted out of it at first. But let me tell you, since it is sat, it is now a decent performer. I am going to spray some of this on just because I kind of want to see if it got a little strong. I haven't broke this out. It's been hot and humid for months now. So I'm ready for the fall, ready to get some new smell goods in the air. Yeah, so with this, you get that Nishane vibe, or the Ani vibe, I should say. But from what I understand, this is a little darker, so it does have some of that creamy, like vanilla, uh, mixed with like a darkness, almost like a tobacco. I'm not sure if that's the note that's listed. And patchouli, it does. This does have vanilla patchouli more of the. Oh my god, my mouth isn't working tonight. I'm tired, guys, but I'm gonna keep rolling with it. This has a dominant vanilla patchouli accord. So yeah, you get some darkness from the patchouli, earthiness, but also the vanilla. This will work great on a date, especially with if you had a outdoor kind of event, maybe walk through the park at night, or if you guys decided to go to a cookout or a bonfire, anything where you're going to be outdoors, this almost blends into the setting while adding a little bit of your own personal uh, touch to the moment. So that is Nashit from the House of Lattafa. All right, let's move right along. So no woman on this earth is the same as the other. Neither should your fragrance be when dealing with them. And I say that because every woman has their own taste, their own personality. So, sometimes you hear the term panty droppers, and you think that one fragrance will unanimously drop every woman's panties that comes within arm's reach. And that's just not true. Some women like freshies, some women like blue fragrances, some women like dark fragrances, some women like really basic fragrances. Every woman is different. So this fragrance right here is very different, and that is Wraith from the house of, I believe this is French Avenue who did this one. French Avenue Spectre Wraith. Now this one is similar to Nashit because it falls in the family of Nishane Ani. Now, the original Spectre Ghost, which came out before Wraith, that one is another clone of Nishane Annie, whereas this one is like Nishane Annie, but with a twist. So I'm going to spray that one on as well. I'm going to have to try to find extra real estate tonight to spray on because we got 7 fragrances in my normal 5 areas of contact. pressure points will be filled. Oh my God, this got so strong. When I first had this, it was kind of weak, but God, this is strong. Mm. So yeah, it has that kind of sweet patchouli smell, but much darker. There's something in there that's a little bit animalic, but not stinky. Don't get it twisted. Animalic does not always mean stinky. Sometimes, yes, it can mean funky. Man, that fragrance is messing my throat. It can mean funky sometimes, but in this case, it's like a almost like a leather. Like it's like leather, patchouli, vanilla, lots of wood, a lot of wood. This is very wood forward. Nasheed also has a good amount of wood too. I don't know if I mentioned that, but this one's very woody. Yeah, just good. This is if you have a woman who likes black metal, who likes gothic, uh, like gothic style clothing. She wears black makeup. She loves horror movies. She wears her sunglasses at night. That kind of woman, she would dig something like this. This is very much a dark fragrance. This could be something you could wear uh, around Halloween to a Halloween party, or if you're having a date on Halloween or anything like that. This is that kind of fragrance. It's earthy, it's dark, it's mysterious, but it has something that's alluring, beautiful, and draws you, it has magnetism. Just a very good fragrance, and that is Spectre Ray from the House of French Avenue. I really hope that that's the house. I don't want to be sending you guys off, but I'm pretty sure that's French Avenue who does that. Anyway, I'm not always right, and I will admit that. Next, one of my personal favorite fragrances, and that is Oud Vanille from the House of Frank Olivier. And this thing just gets better with time. When I got it, it was really, really dark. It seemed very oud forward in a way. Not as much as Oud Touch. Oud Touch is just a beast. That is just strong, knock you out your socks. Still smells good, but just very strong. This is a little more tame. I'm gonna do one spritz, like maybe a half spritz on the top of my hand. There we go. Oh my god, yeah, it just got better with time. That bass got toned down quite a bit. It's not nearly as it's not nearly as loud as it was before. Mm. Yeah, you get this oud, a soft oud, lots of florals, but the florals are really well blended. So it's not like you get rose or orchid or orange blossom like just right there. It's like you get an amalgamation, a mixture, a conglomeration of floral notes, just all kinds of florals that are mixed very well. And I'm actually picking up on something. It smells like ylang ylang to me. I don't know if that note is listed, but I've used ylang ylang oil extensively and like my body oils and stuff like that because I make my own body oils after I shower. I don't like moisturizing with regular lotion. I'll take a carrier oil, and I know this is an aside. You guys didn't come here for that, but I'm just gonna add this. We'll just call it a bonus. Carrier oil, essential oils, body oil. So I take the carrier oil, mix it with essential oils, and I have myself a body oil to moisturize with when I get out the shower. One of those oils is ylang ylang. This very much has an ylang ylang, rose, vanilla oud, and there's some other kind of floral in there that just smells really good. I want to say it's orange blossom, but I know it's orange blossom and I want to say tuberose or something like that. But it's floral, it has vanilla, It has oud. It is very masculine. It is very gentlemanly. It is very beautiful. Um, this I could see if you're going to be around a lot of people. This would be great for something like that. If you're going to some kind of party or bonfire, something like that, where you're going to be in a crowd of people and you still want to stand out, but you don't necessarily want to go the route of like ultra sweet or like super duper fresh in the fall. You want something that's going to kind of fit the scenario, but also stand out. And some in a situation like that, I would wear Oud Vanille from the House of Frank Olivier. All right, next. Let me see. We'll go with this one. Next, we have Starman. Not Starman Nebula. Starman from the House of Fragrance World. Yes, Fragrance World. So, this one is a sleeper. Not many people talk about this one. Heard quite a few different reviewers talk about Nebula. Nebula is a clone of Thierry Mugler Pure Malt, right? So what is this a clone of? This is a clone of Thierry Mugler A-Man. Angel Man, I believe is what it stands for. I think it's just the regular A-Man. That fragrance, if it smells anything like this, I see why people pay hundreds of dollars for it. Discontinued. This isn't, though. To my knowledge, this one isn't. I know you can still find these fairly cheap. Starman. And this is when you want to set yourself apart and go a little gourmand. Now, when I say gourmand, I'm not talking about the sweetest of sweets, the creamiest of creamies, or, the whatever, fruitiest of fruities. You're not necessarily doing that, all that. You're not doing all that. This has a chocolate syrup kind of. Yes, it has a fresh. So imagine like something that's really fresh, a bit of floral, but mainly fresh, like this fresh, drier sheet kind of smell mixed with chocolate syrup or something that's chocolatey. It smells amazing. It smells really, really good for what it is. I know it's a clone and it's fairly inexpensive, but it really sets itself apart as far as scent profile. It's fresh, sweet, clean. A lot of people, when they go sweet, it's almost slightly dirty. Nothing wrong with that. In fact, I got some fragrances that are just like that. But this one goes in the opposite direction where it's more of a clean, sweet fragrance with a bit of chocolate. And it's kind of funny because the chocolate smells pretty realistic. In fact, it doesn't smell just like any kind of chocolate. It smells like hot cocoa. It smells like hot cocoa. So again, cafe at night, or I don't know why you'd be at a cafe at night. I don't know. Are cafes even open at night? I feel like I'm losing my mind. Anyway, maybe you guys go to a little a Waffle House or something at night. And you're chilling there, and you don't necessarily need a fragrance that smells like coffee if you're drinking coffee. I'm just thinking that it would definitely fit that kind of scenario. However, this could work in a number of scenarios, especially for a woman who likes those kinds of things like cafes, and she likes, confectionaries or places like where they make candy. Yeah, this has that kind of vibe. Regardless of what she likes, it smells really good, and that's what matters. So that is Starman from the House of Fragrance World. One day I'm gonna get my shit together, and these videos are gonna flow a lot smoother. But until that day, I expect you guys to tune in. All right. So now we got 3 left. We'll go with this one. Next on the list, one of my growing favorites in the collection. And I'll be so happy to wear this in the fall once this weather cools off. And that is Shagaf Oud Azrak. So Shagaf Oud Azrak is a part of that line. Shagaf Oud. If you're familiar with my channel, you know that I like that line. I plan on getting more from the line. But what I have is I have heat. I have some straight up heat from that line. I have so many bangers that came from that Shagaf Oud line. Oh, yeah, that is it. That is it, man. That's, whew. Oh, yeah, man. It just got better. It used to have this slight syntheticness in the opening. No more. Oh, man. And it's has way more clarity as far as the cinnamon. Before, the cinnamon almost smelled kind of muddy, like it was kind of mashed up with a bunch of stuff and you couldn't really smell it clearly. Like you could tell that it was trying to smell like cinnamon, but I kept smelling more oud, and then I'd smell wood and I'd smell something else, and then I think I'd smell the cinnamon trying to peek out, but not quite. So you get like very spicy cinnamon in the opening, coupled with fresh wood, patchouli, honey. I'm telling you, that combo, it's like fresh oud, patchouli, honey, and cinnamon. Just smells amazing. This, for me, is kind of like a workhorse of a fragrance in the fall. This can be formal settings, so you could dress it up. You could be in a suit and tie, go to a wedding with this, or you could just thug it out, man. You could wear some jeans, some Timberland boots, a nice flannel jacket, you know, a nice t-shirt under that, or even a hoodie, and wear this, and wherever you go, you're going to make a statement. It just smells really good to me. It fits my kind of fragrance. It's sweet. It's interesting. It's slightly mysterious. It just smells good. And it's a bit dark and earthy at the same time without smelling too like you're trying too hard, you know? So that's where we're at, man. Shagaf Oud Azrak is amazing. And right now it's at a really good price. So you might want to get it before the price fluctuates, because sometimes that happens. Sometimes fragrances come back from the dead. They weren't popular when they came out. And then all of a sudden, everybody and their mama needs to have that fragrance. So just be on the lookout for it. All right. Next, we will break out. I love this. I love this presentation. I just had to do that. Sharaf blend. Sharaf blend from the House of Zamaya, which is a subsidiary of Afnan. So Sharaf blend is one of those Angel Share clones that was all the rage just a few years ago. But this one I found to be, I have a few. I have Cocktail Intense. I have Kismet Angel. It's called Kismet Magic or some shit like that now. But anyway, it was Kismet Angel. Of course, the Hamra, but those don't really count. Those are like completely different fragrances. Try not to break my fragrances down here. Anyway, this fragrance is just different than those. I'm going to try to find a spot to spray. I don't think I sprayed the back of that hand. I definitely sprayed the back of this one. All right. Yeah. So this one's different. Yes, it has. Oh my God. It smells so good. So Angel Share DNA, creaminess, spicy cinnamon, rum, slightly boozy, but smells really good, right? Oh, this one has a bit more sweetness than some of the other Angel Share clones, not in the realm of Hamra. This one is like a step down from Hamra, but it's still in. It still has similarities to both scent profiles. It has the booziness, whereas Hamra doesn't really have booziness. It's just mainly sweet and dates and all that. This one has cinnamon, dates, rum. So it's sweet. It has the sweetness, but it's also very, very well balanced with um, the classic Angel Share DNA. So be on the lookout for this. I know this is a fairly long video. I'm trying to get there, guys. Just stick with me. Sharaf Sharaf blend from the House of Zamaya. All right. And last but not least, new to the collection. I don't know if I reviewed this one yet. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I did. I reviewed this one. But maybe I haven't reviewed this one. Anyway, new to the collection, but will be great for a date night, fall date night. Hawass Fire. So we're gonna go right here. Bam. So yeah, Hawass Fire. It's just like what the name entails. This is fire. Spicy, fresh, clean, masculine. Excuse me, masculine. Mm, 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 mm. And there's something in it that's like mentholic, uh, kind of like a peppermint kind of thing. I don't think there's any peppermint listed. It might be a really strong rosemary or lavender because those can have mentholic kind of properties. But anyway, this fragrance very good if your date is into a little more of the mainstream style fragrances. So maybe not something so basic as like Dior Sauvage or something weird like that, but she just likes more designer style fragrances. This out of most of the Hawass line, I have to say that this one smells almost more designer than the original. The original to me, it smells pretty designer. This has a crowd pleasing quality to it. It's kind of fruity, kind of spicy, very fresh. The freshness kind of takes over, but it is fruity and it is spicy at the same time, and it smells good. That is Hawass Fire from the House of Rasasi. Thank you guys for staying with me for this long marathon of a video. I hope you guys have gotten something out of it. Like, comment, subscribe. Help me help you make the world a better smelling place. And I will be back at you once again tomorrow. Until then, peace.